What's up, guys? Back in me here. We got the Fosters, Season 1, Episode 13, Things Unsaid. Okay, so this review will be a little bit different than me, talking about it in full. I'll be breaking down each of the characters' things in this episode, storylines in this episode. So, first we should start off with Callie. Okay, so this episode starts off, so we're talking about Callie stuff. Okay, so this episode starts off with Callie's parole officer coming to the house, new parole officer, Ed Craig, coming to the house and talking to Stephanie about what happened to Callie, about how Brandon just can't show up at Grizzly Night whenever he wants, and if Brandon shows up one time, Callie's getting booted back to juvie. So yeah, So he decides to issue a restraining order against Brandon, and yeah. So Mariana's like, "What's up, Judicorn?" And Jude's like, "Judicorn, really?" Yeah, and yeah. So after that, Brandon comes down with Steph, Mike, and Lena, and yeah, Steph, Mike, and Lena there, and they get and he knows, and he's like, I just want to make sure she was okay, and he's like, you don't have right to, you don't have right to interfere with her probation. And he's like, we have a right to see each other. And no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, we do. And he's like, what's this? And he's like, it's a restraining order, Brandon. If you take like 100 feet of Callie again, you'll be arrested. So yeah, so Lena's like, Brandon, I know in the tough, I know this is kind of, you would obligated to go. I know your love for Callie and you're obligated to go see her, but the order takes, but this restraining order takes out of the question. And he's like, we just want to make sure that you're okay. He's like, yeah, this is completely insane. It's just like, let him calm down, and when he calms down, he's gonna realize this is best for Callie. And yeah, so what does Brandon do? So Callie is getting to talk to Rita about how she should have, about how she can't just go out of the house whenever. She can't just see her boyfriend. Callie's like, he's not mine. She's like, and Rita's like, whoever he is, zero contact. And yeah, so yeah, and yeah, so Callie, so Daphne's like, hey Callie, we're going on this field trip, and Callie's like, I can't go. I lost my privileges. And Daphne's like, this ain't a privilege. Yeah, Daphne, best new character. So yeah, first episode, wouldn't have liked her if she would have stayed the way she was like in episode 1, but she's redeeming herself. And so yeah, so anyway, Callie goes to an art museum, sneaks away where Brandon shows up, and yeah, I'm surprised that the police don't just show up. I guess definitely I have to call the police for them to arrest Brandon, but I guess since they're not there, I guess Brandon can just show up. And yeah, so he's like, she just wants to get out of the house, and she's like, what about you? Does she hate her? And he's like, he doesn't. He just misses her. They all do. And Daphne's like, hey, go on, Brandon, get out of here. And he's like, do you want to get house back to juvie? And so yeah. So then Kai makes up this excuse by going to the bathroom, and then he's like, we straight now. So yeah, so now we have to talk about the Mariana stuff, because we'll talk, actually Callie's thing is ended, then we'll talk about the Mariana stuff. Okay, so Callie is talking with Brandon, and he gives him, and Cole's like, here, I'll take your phone. And wait, I'll talk about the other stuff. Callie did come back and came back, and she was there when this fight between this Cole, who like he's trying to tell that he has to use a woman's bathroom and he can't use the men's bathroom, and then the guy waiting in line this security guard tries to intervene, but then this guy waiting in line is like, keep in line, stay in your lane, freak, and yeah, it's just like a big fight, and yeah, and that group, Callie defends Cole when she's like, hey, give him a break, like, you're just mean to him because you're just mean to him, and you need to give him a break. So Callie's keeping her phone, and Cole takes it and is like, I'll take that, and he's like, no, and she's like, you want me to call Michelle on you? And yeah, so he gives, and he texts, and he texts and breaks up with Brandon. So Brandon thinks that's Callie breaking up with him, but it's actually Cole. So now let's talk about the Mariana stuff, because the Mariana stuff in this episode. So yeah, so Kelsey and Mariana are working on the are working on the play. Yeah, and Kelsey and Mariana go to the store where Kelsey and Mariana go to the store, and Kelsey decides to put the a bowler hat in her backpack, and Mariana sees this, but instead Mariana takes out her backpack to get something for Jude, to pick up Jude, and she discovers the hat, and instead of returning it, she goes to confront Kelsey, and goes into I will chase mode, and completely forgets about returning it, and Chase work, and he's like, Mariana, you're a genius. Like, and Mariana takes credit. Kelsey takes credit for it. Then Mariana takes credit for it. Why didn't you just return it? Yeah, and then Mariana's and Chase is like, hey Mariana, why don't you run lines with me? And Kelsey is not happy about this. She's like, running lines is another word for sleeping with someone. And yeah, there's another word for sleeping with someone. So yeah. Mariana says no to Chase, but then Kelsey says I'll do it. But then Timothy's like, hey, no, you're gonna be in detention after school for tardiness. So Mariana runs lines with Chase, and she and Chase kiss. And Zach sees this, who has a crush on Mariana, I think. And then who else sees it? But Kelsey. And of course, Kelsey's not happy about Mariana moving on her man. So what does she do? She goes to Principal Sanchez and is like, hey, Mariana really, I think Mariana's in deep in over her head. She stole a bowler, she stole a hat, and she even exposes about Mariana, about Jesus not giving her the pill. Mariana sold them to her, and Stephanie goes to confront, and Mariana's like, nice hat, and she's like, yeah, and she's like, it wasn't me, it wasn't her, it was Kelsey, and Lydia's like, if you knew it was stolen, why didn't you return it? And she's like, because Chase really liked it, and she's like, well, you can pick up, you're not doing the play anymore. And she's like, over because of a hat? And she's like, no, Mariana, because you were suspended. Kelsey told Principal Sanchez about everything, including the pill. So yeah, we can know Mariana's not happy about that thing. So yeah, so I think that leaves off the Mariana stuff for this episode. Yeah, so now we go into the Jesus stuff. Jesus has joined the wrestling team. he's made a new friend with Emma, and he's running with her on the beach. And yeah. He's running with her on the beach and all. He's running with her on the beach and all that stuff. There's also a storyline with there's also a storyline with Steph and her going back to work and wait, no, that was last episode. Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole thing about Steph going back to work and she and her partner arrest this guy, and they've been to jail 4 times, and I think the next episode. But yeah, I thought this episode was really good. Jesus is himself, Kelsey, awful, Cole, he's okay. I don't think that he's trying to purposely break up Callie and Brandon for, he's like, like, he's a bad person. I think he's trying to do it because he thinks that Callie shouldn't have a boyfriend into you, and that's why he's doing it. Because he doesn't think Callie should have a boyfriend in Girls United. And Kelsey, she's off. She liked Chase, and like, wait, did Mariana do it for a play, or did she kiss Chase because she liked him? Because if she kissed Chase because she liked him, I didn't think Kelsey going to the principal. If she did it because she was for a play, then Kelsey, you had no right to go to the principal over that. Kelsey likes Chase, and now Mariana's suspended, and yeah, Mariana's suspended because of Kelsey, and Kelsey and Chase are Kelsey's probably doing something behind Mariana's back. Who knows? We'll have to see in the next episode. We'll have to see on The Faucet. So like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next Foster.